Hold up.
What is going on, guys? It is Fox298 here. Welcome back to Belgium Grand Prix for the 2015 Formula 1 season. We're skipping straight to the race. We're starting in 4th place. And the lights are out and away we go for the Belgium Grand Prix. We are back after a little break, or summer break, but whatever. We start from 4th here. Raikkonen and Rosberg, we're going to take down the inside of La Source. A brilliant move from us, making up 2 places straight from the start. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't do qualifying and stuff like that, basically, I've had lots of footage problems with Elgato recently. I've just sorted it out and I managed to record this race, so that's why you're not seeing qualifying. But we go up the hill towards Eau Rouge. You can see Hamilton's built himself a small little gap already. Rosberg right behind me as we just get off the start. A beautiful start. We qualified in 4th. We were 2/10 off the lead. Annoyingly, that only got us 4th. But as we break now going into this little chicane area, I went very, very wide. Outbrake myself completely. I did that so many times in practice, and I did it so many times in the race. And yeah, I put on a very, very low downforce setup, and as you can see here, I just suffered with so much understeer. I needed to actually put a bit more rear wing on to give me a bit more corner speed, or a bit more traction and a little less top speed, because it really did hurt me throughout this race. Because you can see here, Hamilton in this middle sector already is just pulling a massive gap on us as we come down the hill now. Rosberg's still right behind us. You can see though, Hamilton's lead, he's just blitzed away in the first sector, going up Eau Rouge and going down into Les Combes. I was so easily next to him because I've got much higher top speed. But around Spa, I didn't realise that I needed as much wing as I thought. So we are very far behind already. So Hamilton already about 1.5 seconds clear as we come up towards the end of the first lap. This is the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. It's my favourite circuit on the calendar, but it's not my favourite. It's my favourite circuit on the calendar. But it's also one of the trickiest on the calendar to do. But we see that Rosberg actually tried to go around us, around the inside of us, going through Blanchimont and into the bus stop chicane, which we go through now. But we hold the position onto Rosberg, easily done. So we set the brake bias to rear bias. Don't worry about those brake settings. I was trying to find something to counter the me outbraking myself in the understeer, and nothing really happened at all. So don't worry about the brake bias thing. If I was going to do that, I would have given you a tip on to use it. But I was just trying to find different settings, and unfortunately I couldn't find it. I should have changed an up and down force in the pit stops, but I didn't do that. But we go back up through Eau Rouge now, through coming up the hill now. I'm going to go on to a replay. Now, what as you can see, I've done in the top left-hand corner, I put a replay sign, just so you guys know, because whenever I do third-person camera angles, I want you to guys know if I'm showing you a replay or if you're seeing live action. So that's why I put the replay there. So as you can see, we got a decent start and we managed to make up 2 places going down into La Source. Rosberg right behind us as we climb up the hill through Eau Rouge and down to Raidillon now. Now we come up now we're going down the Kemmel Straight, and you can see Rosberg really close to us. Hamilton has absolutely blitzed it away, but our high top speed will help us defend from Rosberg going down into Les Combes. But you can see I outbrake myself completely. Rosberg gets a great chance. Luckily, I managed to keep the car on the circuit. I'm all over the shop, and Rosberg doesn't manage to get the overtake, so we can keep the position in front of Nico Rosberg. But hope you guys do like the little replay thing in the top left, just to get you guys to understand, just so you guys know that these third-person camera angles, which are really awesome and implemented into the game, just so you guys know what is a replay and what is live action. So I hope you guys do like that, and it's just to try and improve the series a bit more and just make it a bit more fun for you guys. But we are back here in F1. It's been a bit of a while, like I said before. I had a couple of Elgato issues. Recording was delayed. It kept on freezing and all this. So I emailed Elgato, and fair play to them. They came back to me in literally about 12 hours or so, not even that. And they gave me so many suggestions on how to fix it. And luckily, the suggestions they gave it to me fixed it. Now, as you can see here, Rosberg got a very good tonus coming out of the Stavelot corners and going through Blanchimont. He's actually going around the inside of us. Luckily for us, with our top speed and our bravery, we go right round the outside of Rosberg, keeping it all together going through Blanchimont and into the bus stop chicane here. We outbrake ourselves yet again, and then going for the second part of the bus stop. We come and we complete the lap. You can see Hamilton there very, very far ahead already. And it's going to be difficult to catch him up, because if he's taking that much time out of us, it's going to be difficult to gain all that back as we come down into La Source here. We ride back on board with ourselves here, coming up to lap 3 now. Hamilton is just gone. We're going up Eau Rouge though. We need to focus on behind. Rosberg has not let go of us. You can see in my mirror, he is all over the back of me. He tries to go for the inside line, and then all of a sudden you see the arrow just swoops around. Rosberg still behind me. DRS has been enabled at this point. I forced Rosberg over wide a little bit. We brake now coming towards the Les Combes, And yellow flags are actually ahead. Now, there was some contact between me and Nico Rosberg. I didn't realise this to start with, because if I felt contact, I would have literally lost balance of the car. But as we come down the hill now, Hamilton blitzes it. Bottas is now up to 3rd, and also Raikkonen up to 4th, while Rosberg has dropped down the order due to the contact. We're going to have a look at it here. So as we come up Eau Rouge, we can see Rosberg gets a beautiful toe from us. I think we may have lifted off accidentally. So as you can see, we're now coming down towards the Kemmel Straight. Rosberg moves over to the left, hits the grass, moves over to the right. Really well held from Rosberg. I thought he would have lost the car there. I give him just a little bit of space. And, well, there's Hamilton going through Lecombe. And you could just about see there's slight contact. I'll show you another angle because that wasn't really good. Rosberg, you can see, right on the grass, then goes right back behind me. Very, very well positioned. You can see I move over a little bit, just giving him as little space as possible. I've outbraked Rosberg. Rosberg goes completely off the track and just goes into the side of me and makes contact, which is kind of annoying. But we're going to go and speed backwards with Bottas. Accidentally put it onto Raikkonen. Didn't want it to be on him. So Bottas here gets past Raikkonen. You can see I force Rosberg over. Bottas then has to get out of it. And as you can see here, from his point of view, you can see I've got the corner. Rosberg just goes off the track and right onto the curb and kind of makes a stupid mistake for himself, really. We're back onto lap 4 of the Grand Prix now. We're coming through Stavelot corners now, coming down towards Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane, which you can see going through now. Bottas has been closing on me massively, but as we go round through Blanchimont, Bottas goes right round the outside of us through Blanchimont. That is pure bravery to go round there, around the outside, but I was kind of angry that happened, so I snuck it round the inside into the bus stop chicane. A beautiful maneuver, a beautiful little bit of battling between me and Bottas. Bottas initially going around the outside of us into Blanchimont, which was much more brave than my move. And then as soon as I got into this toe of Bottas, I already had the high straight line speed on the car. So I simply just did a switchback, moved to the right hand side, and took him around the inside into the bus stop chicane. We skip ahead now to lap 5 of the Grand Prix. We are coming up towards our pit stop now. This is going to be our pit stop lap. Bottas, no, it's Raikkonen, sorry, right behind us. You can see we've got our pit stop coming in. We brake very too early, I think, going into the bus stop chicane. We go around now towards this random pit stop. You can see it does this stupid little mile-an-hour gauge thing where it like cruise controls you. So we're coming towards the pits here. Massa and Ricciardo are following me in, and a whole load of cars are coming into the pits here. And hopefully my Ferrari mechanics can get me sorted. So you can see we go onto the white marked medium compound tyres, and oh my god. Yep, that happened. So loads of cars came into the pits, and the team just did not release me, and now I've lost position to Ricciardo, Massa, so I've got to overtake both of them. And normally in Formula 1 you need about a 2-second pit stop. The 2 to 2.5 second pit stop is very, very fast. That was an 8-second pit stop. Yeah, I lost 6 seconds theoretically, waiting for all the stupid cars to go past, but I was kind of really frustrated. So we got the DRS straight away here, coming down the Kemmel Straight now. Felipe Massa straight in front of us. I wanted to make sure I got past him as quick as possible. I outbraked myself again. Small contact with Ricciardo. I kept around the inside. I then lifted off to give Ricciardo the space to outbrake myself. But Massa, I didn't want to give the space back to Massa. So I went around the inside of Massa and kept the position on him as we go down the hill now, chasing Ricciardo, as it looks like we're not going to be hitting the podium today. We skip ahead now to lap 7 of the Grand Prix. You can see Max Verstappen here coming out of the pit stops. I get a little bit of a tow from Verstappen just to help me going up Eau Rouge. We go around the outside of him, and nothing spectacular there. But as we go up the hill now in Eau Rouge, down Raidillon now, and we come onto the Kemmel Straight here, we're going to have DRS on Ricciardo. You can see we're doing like nearly 220 miles an hour now. Ricciardo blitzed and beat, there he is, straight past Ricciardo with ease. No need to worry about him. We go a little bit wide into Lecombe, but we've done that all the time, so it doesn't really make a difference towards us. You can see Raikkonen and Bottas are in front of us. They did leapfrog us due to our horrible pit stop. I tried my hardest to catch them. I dropped Ricciardo and I dropped Massa as well. Unfortunately, it just wasn't to be. You can see my fuel's on optimal. I was trying everything I could to catch Bottas and Raikkonen. Unfortunately, we're going to have to settle for 4th place in the Belgian Grand Prix, which is really disappointing. It is where we started, but due to the poor pit stops, I felt like I could have got a hell of a lot more out of the race, and unfortunately, than I did. So as we come through Blanchimont now, we're going to be settling for our 4th place. Massa gets ahead of Ricciardo going through Blanchimont. Breaking into the bus stop chicane here, I go hit the apex just about. And as you can see, Lewis Hamilton won the race, which is kind of bad for the championship because Hamilton is our title rival. So he's gained a lot of points on us into the championship. But we take 4th place in the Belgian Grand Prix, which is a bit frustrating for us, not on the podium. I think that may be the first time this season I haven't been on the podium. which is very, very strange. But I hope you guys did enjoy the Belgium Grand Prix. Make sure to leave it a like rating. Subscribe for some more daily content here on my channel because my Elgato is working so I can do daily content again. Next up is the Italian Grand Prix. Till then, goodbye.